are here in our virtual Dunkin Music Lounge. We've got Barry from Shinedown. Barry, what's going on, brother? How are you?
Man, I'm having a good day. How about yourself?
Having a good day, man. Having a good day. So, in my hands, and I got to tease like this part of the interview that we're going to talk about the sauce that we've got to talk about here, the Chipotle garlic sauce. We got to talk about this, and we're going to talk about it. But I think really, your bands and the way that you guys have kind of come back onto Top 40 Radio is something that really has not happened in my career. When Second Chance came out in, I believe it was '05 or '06. I was in high school, I was on the radio in high school, and we played the heck out of that song back then. And, you guys have kind of had a full circle moment with you guys being back on, and coming back into the top 40 world and the hot AC world with the symptom of being human. Tell me a little bit about how that really has, what that's meant to you guys as a band and, kind of be back in that game.
It means a lot, to have success again on top 40 and to be, on top 40 again as a rock band this many years later it's an honor, and I think that speaks to the quality of the song, one, and the music. And it's also nice in a kind of sneaky way. It's nice to have a rock band on top 40 again. It used to be top 40, I guess, at least when I was growing up, played songs that were just good songs. They could go from Madonna to John Bon Jovi to whatever, and it didn't matter the genre. It was, these are the top 40 songs in the country, and they're just really good songs. And I like to be a part of that and to see that again, and to share a chart with juggernauts like Taylor Swift or the Doja Cats of the world. That's fun, and this is how it should be. Celebrate a good song no matter what, no matter the genre. I think sometimes we get too genre specific, and good songs get left by the wayside because we can't play that. We're alternative. We can't play that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that really is a big thing that, particularly in the era that we're in now, is that people love things from all genres. Like the same girl that loves listening to Morgan Wallen over and over again might love 21 Savage and might love Shinedown. And that really is a big thing. Tell me a little bit. I know you guys are going to be at the Z100 Jumpstart to Summer next weekend. You're going to be performing with other people like Jax, who, obviously had a big hit with Victoria's Secret. We've given away a ton of tickets to that here. Tell me a little bit about, for people that are going to the show, what they're going to get, because it's going to be a little bit different than probably everybody there. So what are they going to get from you guys?
You're going to get a rock and roll band on stage. We're a high energy rock and roll band, and we're going to do what we do. If anybody's seen us live, they know that we just don't stand there and play our instruments. We actually engage the audience and have a good time. And we really try to make the audience a part of our show. We want them to be a part of it, and we want them to have the escape. Our job is to entertain you, and you need an escape from your daily life, and you took the time to come to the show. We're going to do our best to give you that entertainment. So for the slot that we're given, we're just going to give you all of what Shinedown is, and it's going to be very different in the genres that we're playing with. The people that are on that show, we might seem like the oddball out, but we just have to get up there and do what we do, and what we do very well, and we're just going to be ourselves.
Absolutely. And I think, that is something that I've seen on so many shows where you've had people that may have been a little bit outside the genre, but once they get up there, they have the ability to really connect with people because they're like, oh man, I know that song. Like maybe I didn't come here and buy a ticket for them necessarily, but I know that song. I love that song, and seeing it live is really good. And I think that people, you guys kind of came up in a little bit of a different era. I think that people that came up in that era really value that live music performance and that component a little bit more than maybe some of the newer acts that are out there right now.
Yeah, I mean, we came up at a time where you really had to go, you couldn't just stream it all the time. You had to go see the live show, and you wanted to be a part of that. You wanted to see your band live, and we've honed our skills by being a live band. We tour incessantly. We're probably one of the heaviest touring bands in the world. We're constantly going. And that gets reflected in our performances, and we really strive to always bring the best show that we can possibly bring.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about A Symptom of Being Human. Obviously a very emotional record, that I think is connected with a lot of people. I think there are not too many songs that connect, with people that may be 15 or maybe 80, but I think that you guys have one. Tell me a little bit about that and what it's meant for you guys as a band.
When that song initially came across the table, even in demo mode, we all knew it was something special because it was being written from the heart. We always try to write about things that we experience and what we've lived through or we watch, and it's, no secret that Eric, our bass player, suffers from depression issues. Brent's been an addict and is a recovering addict, takes it day by day. Those things are real, but they're all human things. And this song really gets to the root of that, that we all collectively, the human population, even depending, no matter where you come from, what walk of life, who you are, whatever, none of that matters. We still have to live this human life the same. We just have different experiences, and it's all coming together with that. And I think that's what the song helps people through. Like, yeah, I feel that too. Yeah, I don't know you, I don't know what you've been through, but I guarantee you we can relate on a lot of things. And that's what makes, being a human special, and that we all have that vibe.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit. So this showed up about a week ago. It is called Symptom Chipotle Garlic Sauce. Tell me a little bit about the creation. Tell me where the idea came from.
Yeah, so I've been a hot sauce nerd my whole life. I've half my fridge is full of hot sauces. I grow my own peppers. I make my own hot sauces. Torchbearer, who collabed with us on this, happened to go to our label and go, "Hey, do any of your bands want to collab?" And I heard about it and said, "Yeah, this guy, I want to collab because this is exciting."
Let's go.
Yeah. And so what was nice is Vid, the main guy over at Torchbearer, he and I started emailing back and forth and started talking and really coming up with a game plan. Like, hey, these are the flavors I like in a hot sauce. And he said, okay, cool. Here's what I like in our hot sauces. Great. And then we started talking about just different ideas. And then he would start to send over samples to me. And this has been about a 6-month process to make this a reality. He would send samples over. We'd taste them. We'd think about them. We'd take our notes and go, yeah, we love this. Let's change this. Maybe a little bit more of this, whatever. And we finally honed it down over that course to 3 sauces, Symptom being the first one. And it's a Chipotle garlic sauce. And why I wanted this to be the first one to be released and to be called Symptom is such a great thing is because it's for everybody. This isn't a hot sauce that's going to take your head off. This isn't one of those crazy challenges like, oh my God, it's almost a gimmick because it's too hot. This is a very flavorful hot sauce that even for those that maybe don't like super spicy things, can tolerate. My 13-year-old daughter, who doesn't eat spicy foods, likes this hot sauce, So Symptom being human being for all kind of really fits this sauce. And then the other 2 will have different flavors and different heat profiles, but this is a great introductory and flavorful hot sauce. And I did notice that you haven't unwrapped that thing yet, so I need you to try it one of these days.
Well, I'm going to have to. So I told my wife about it. And she loves hot sauce. I don't have a gallbladder, so I've had a really hard time with anything hot ever since my gallbladder came out. But
That'll do it.
You know what? I got to put a little bit on there and at least give it a try. But I didn't want to unwrap it and open it until I did the interview because I'm like, I can't do the interview with like a half-open bottle of sauce that was just in the fridge. Come on, man.
That makes sense. Yeah, again, this one isn't super spicy. Of course, you have different issues to take it lightly, but this one's not going to blow your head off.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's not going to end up in a TikTok challenge. It really is just going to be all about being good and being flavorful for your food.
Yeah, that's the type you keep on the table, and put on your eggs in the morning. You can put it on your pizza. You can put it on anything. And that's the kind of hot sauce I like. And don't get me wrong, I like super spicy things. I'm the guy that goes to the Thai restaurant and goes Thai hot. And the server looks at me and goes, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm sure. Give me the Thai hot." So I can handle that, but I didn't, that's not for everybody. That's a small group of people. This is for everyone.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I look forward to trying this. And you know what? Best wishes for continued success.
Thank
you guys had a really great run and a really great career. Barry from Shinedown, thank you for coming on in, my man, to our
My pleasure.
Lounge.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, and thanks for the continued support.